all I remember was there was this one woman where I was like, we were hooking up and totally cool. She was really sweet and she went to, we got naked and she was like, and I was like, you want to have sex? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, then that's all good. And she was like, yeah, well, I'm like intimidated. It was like an open conversation. I was like, okay, well then we won't do it. And then she was like, afterwards, she was like, I didn't do it because like I think it was big. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, and I laughed and I was like, you don't have to do that. Like say like, hey, I didn't have sex with you because your penis is too big. Like it's hilarious. And she was like, she was trying to sell it. I still think she was lying. I think she just didn't like me.
Right.
Because it's not like that. It's not like if I take it out, it's like, whoa. At least to me, I don't know, but that's mine.
Right. But I mean, that's the up thing about our dicks is that women don't really have almost any information to go on about how big your dick is going to be until
there's no cleavage.
It comes out. Yeah,
there's no
big
dick
boobs.
cleavage. Which there should be really.
No tight jeans on your ass.
If there was a woman that we all knew who worked here and she kept her fucking boobs, like it would be almost impossible for her to hide her big boobs.
Yeah. She could walk backwards, but yeah, no, you'd know.
I wish women had some way of announcing whether or not they were a size queen. That chick who turned down Chris D'Elia because his penis was too big.
That's what she said.
I need to encounter a woman like that. Because like one of my biggest fears, I'm a guy who's average. I'm probably fine, but you're
fine, bro. You're tall. I'm sure
you haven't seen my cock.
I'm sure it's good, dude.
It's not bad.
You looks like you have an all right cock.
Let me tell you something. So I do porn.
Yeah.
So that's my excuse for this podcast being so shamelessly sex oriented. But
it's all right.
A lot of times when I interview male porn stars, they make it very, very clear that they don't do it or they don't like doing it when it comes to double penetration, meaning two penises in the same vagina or ass.
Okay.
He's the only guy who's a non-porn performer I've ever met who has told me about how he has done double vaginal with a woman in his own private life, off camera.
Bro, that's wild. Right? Why did we not open with that? Well, I've thought about this before. So that's, to me, if you were to ask me, I would say there are guys that would say, yo, you're a gay man.
Including a lot of male porn stars.
Sure.
Think that it's a little too zesty.
No, guys would say, oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't know you're homosexual, and that's fine. But I don't think that's necessarily gay. I actually don't think it's gay because it really depends on where your focus is on. If your focus is on the woman and you're not really focused on the guy's penis, then you're a straight guy. But if you're like, yeah, and then secretly you're like, also, like, I'm rubbing up against a dick.
Okay.
You're homosexual, you know what I mean? So, like, really, it could go either way.
I think Chris's serious opinion on my double vaginal was that I'm a gay guy. And then he said a bunch of other stuff to make me feel less bad about myself.
I wouldn't say you're a gay guy for that. I really wouldn't.
You wouldn't, Chris?
No, I genuinely wouldn't say that.
Would you imply it?
No, I don't think you're a gay guy.
Would you hint at it?
No, I'm saying in a funny way, people would say, like, oh, that's homosexual. I think those people are wrong. I don't think you're gay.
Yeah.
Then why even bring it up, Chris?
I'm sorry I brought it up. I'm sorry I brought up your double penetration.
Now everybody's thinking it. Everybody's thinking at home that I'm a gay guy.
No, I think that you're just, some guys are just like, fuck it, I party, and it's not necessarily
I think
gay.
that's where he was at.
Yeah.
I think he was thinking of it from like a Bam Margera, Johnny Knoxville lens of like, look how crazy I am.
Yeah. Like play the Jackass music and then just, let's do this, bro.
I think putting your dick in a girl's vagina with your friends is like the sex equivalent of putting your friend in a shopping cart and then pushing him really fast into a curb and he goes flying and you film it on your VX and you put it on.
Got it. Yes. So, all right. Also, why did you do that?
I think this. So before you're 14 years old, you're into skateboarding, you're into TPing houses. But then like there comes an age, maybe sophomore year of high school, where you go to your first house party, you take your first shot with a cheerleader, and maybe she lets you put a finger in. And from then on, like that is the focus of your life.
Okay.
And every weekend, for me at least in high school, Chris doesn't drink, but I know you are on board with this. The focus of your life is just how much further can I push this partying and sex thing? I think double vaginal was the end of the line. It was the final boss. And once I had accomplished that, it was when I was 27. It was my Bowser. And then, like, from then on, like, I think I've settled down a lot. I think.
And that was, you were 27?
27, yeah. That's a good double vag age.
Is it?
That's when Kurt Cobain died, dude.
Yeah, Tupac, Kurt Cobain, there's a bunch
Jimi
of
Hendrix.
Oh, the 27 Club. That's a big deal. Yeah. Most of them haven't done double vaginal.
No. Yeah. They were great if they did with Kurt Cobain and Tupac double vag. And that's what made him die, honestly. So, no. But here's the thing about the double. Here's the worst thing, because you know this has happened. So a straight guy and a straight guy want to have sex with a woman, okay? And the woman, everybody's straight. Everybody's straight, okay?
We were both straight, Chris.
You're straight. That's what I'm saying. You're straight.
were.
You are straight. The
Thank
dude
you.
is straight, still straight probably, and the woman is straight, okay? You have sex with kind of her, but also you're touching him too, and you don't, right? But so later on, whatever it is, 7 days later, you get herpes. You get it from him. Now, no matter what anyone says, you're gay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how straight
Good
you are.
luck explaining in the county
Yeah.
jail how
Well,
you got herpes from your homeboy, but that you're not gay.
Yeah, the thing is I got it from, but I'm straight, but I got it from a guy, but let me explain. That does not work. You're gay.
I think Chris just checkmated me with that logic.
So
No rebuttal.
if you didn't get herpes from that, you still have a fighting chance.
I
of
wore a
not being gay.
condom. I wore a condom.
That's crazier than anything we've said so far.
Even crazier, yeah.
Yeah.
Being safe, thinking about safety in that moment is crazy.
Yeah, I won't. If you're reckless, you're reckless. But you put on a condom. And did he have a condom on?
No, he was raw dogging it. And he had to buy
So
the
you
chicken
didn't
for
trust
me.
him, but you didn't trust him.
I didn't trust the woman.
Okay.
I didn't trust the woman.
You wearing the condom makes it a lot less gay. My mind might have actually
interesting.
just changed.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know?
not technically touching you. Yeah, but your
Yeah.
balls mashed up.
100%.
Your balls messed up.
And like 30% of my friction was derived from his penis. Oh, yeah. That's undeniable.
That's a wild one, yeah.
And he's got a bigger than me. So it was like, it sort of looked like the space shuttle blasting off with the booster and then the little ones on top of it.
And I think you get more sexual pleasure from the bottom of your dick, where there's that like tube that goes along the bottom.
That's not
The
science.
top is like less feeling, right?
Oh, I see what
So
you're
I'm-
saying.
Tube on the bottom is
totally.
that's the real like source of pleasure, right?
Now it's tilting back toward I'm gay.
I mean, yeah.
I'm glad you're here, bro.
The part that feels good is the other guy's dick.
I'm glad I did this double vaginal just because of the amount of like podcast mileage I've gotten out
Well,
of it.
it's cool that you are cool with admitting it and just saying it. This is what makes me think you're not gay.
He came in here one time with a whole folder full of photos of him doing the DV and whatnot.
Yeah.
What's with you having photos for everything?
I like to keep them.
That's fucking crazy.
I like memories, Chris.
This guy's got photos from 2008.